All right, back in the chairs here. They were so excited at Illinois. They got this new donation for the stadium. They sold it out for this weekend's big visit from USC. But then they went on the road against Indiana, and they just got steamrolled. Total blowout against the Hoosiers. USC's looking good coming into Champaign as well. What's your take on this game? Before we get to picks, just where these two programs' heads might be right now.
Well, I think we got to do a wellness check on Illinois from a football standpoint. Like, Brett Bielema literally was speechless after the game. He said he had never been part of a beatdown like that. And as an athlete with pride, we all have had lumps where you play against guys or teams that just have your number. Have your number.
We'll
Illinois.
Wellness check on you.
Getting a little choked up.
Was speechless and
getting choked up talking about it. So you're concerned for them how they bounce back, but they're a proud program. They're going to come back and they're going to be ready to play because nothing will fix that ill feeling that they had after that Indiana game than putting a sword through the heart of USC. So they'll be ready to play.
USC has
but the question becomes, can they run the football enough to play keep away against an offense that's scoring points almost at will?
Yeah, that's the type of beat down that'll stick with you like a heavy meal. It's going to be around for a while.
Usually it's a day.
Depends on how heavy your
What's on your mind right now, BJ?
Huh?
What's on your mind right now?
I was hungry, folks. I think Illinois will come out and they will show that they have pride, and it helps you have a ranked USC, an iconic program coming to town. But this SC team, the offense is starting to look like those offenses Lincoln Riley engineered at OU. Still a ways to go. I'm not saying they're in that category yet, but where they're averaging 30, 40 points a game. Defensively, they've got some young bucks that can fly around. They don't always know where they're going, but they love to fly around. Danton Lynn, defensive coordinator, is loving these guys. He's got more depth this year. And they have proven, even after a lengthy rain delay, that they could play on the road, something where they struggled a season ago. But SC is a different team this year, and they needed to be for the career of Lincoln Riley. So I think they're going to come up, and they're going to show up, and they don't care what happened last week to Illinois, as they shouldn't. And they're going to play their game. And this Iowa has been lights out, arm, legs, running game, the wide receivers, man, they got the full array of talent that you need offensively to really do some damage.
Yeah, I mean, the good news is it won't take long to sell the fact, if you're Brett Bielema and his staff, that what happened last week doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Indiana is behind us. That's the past. We don't deal with the past. But it won't take long to look at the tape of what's coming into town to say, we need to stay on the field. And after coming off a game where you ran for 2 yards,
two,
both of them, that is going to be hard. And that's going to be a hard sell going forward. But they don't have any choice. They have got to figure out a way to stay on the field, to get first downs, to have time of possession and keep SC off the field and get some turnovers. If they can't do that, they're not going to win a game 42-41. That isn't going to happen.
Celluloid hash. That's what Homer Smith used to call terrible film, right? Back when it was film, 8 millimeter. Yeah. Celluloid hash. This film needs to be tossed in a trash can and lit on fire. They don't need to even watch it back there at Illinois. They need to realize that was a whipping unlike anything they've ever been administered, and they need to forget it and go back to work. The question is, can you? I think over a 3-week time you could. In 1 week's time, that is hard to do. So the advantage right now that Illinois has, if there's any, is that this game's early. This is a noon start. SC is going to be 9 o'clock in the morning, and you got to jump them. You've got to come out from the get-go. I wouldn't be surprised to go no huddle. You got to do something to change this up, because taking that shot on the chin that team took was not going away anytime soon. They can all nod.
Shots everywhere.
Yeah, they can nod and say we're with you and all that stuff, but that is a humbling experience. This will be interesting to see how they come out of the blocks, get the crowd with them, because if they don't, they're in harm's way.
Well, even before that, by days, is Brett Bielema talking to the media in the weekly build-up to this monster game. Like I said, sold out at Illinois. So we often read between the lines. Let's listen between the lines if there is anything to hear from Coach Bielema.
Extremely talented. We didn't play them last year, but we did cross over and watch them quite a bit. you know, I've known Lincoln for a while, not personally, but just, you know, followed his career at Oklahoma, USC, and what they've done offensively, what they've done especially at the quarterback position. This guy falls right in line with it. Got a lot of good skill on the outside. I think for us defensively, you know, the challenge is going to be able to keep the ball in front of us, stop the big plays from happening. Defensively, offensively for us, we got to ride our own ship.
I think Bielema's just full steam ahead. Sounds like. Yeah, right?
What choice does he have?
Yeah,
he doesn't have a choice.
Exactly right. Yeah.
Well, he's not lamenting. Picks, though. I need picks. Is this a big bounce back for Illinois, or does the team with the most yards per play keep it humming, BJ?
Coach is right about this running game. Or Randy, which one of y'all said? Which one of y'all kicked me?
250 yards a game rushing right now.
No. 2 yards last week.
2 yards. That was Randy.
And big old Fegan, this dude, 6'3", 255, he falls down, that should be two-yard gain. I think they're going to lean their hat Illinois on the running game. That's where you get your pride back, when you can move another person and run at will. They're going to try, so it's going to be a great test for Danton Lynn's new defense. I'm going to go with SC with this game on the road. Yeah, the time difference will play a role, but this is a different SC team, and this is a great opportunity to prove so.
Okay. AT?
Yeah, I like.
It's either USC or Illinois.
I'll go USC. The one thing, and BJ, you hit the nail on the head, Illinois has to be able to run the football because the pass protection's been a real problem for them, even against Central Michigan. Right. And that is the thing that Danton Lynn's defense can do. They pin their ears back. They can rush the passer. They've done a respectable job stopping the run. I don't think they've been tested. They will in their next game against Michigan. But if Illinois is going to try to drop back and throw to win and keep score with USC, they don't have a shot. So to your point, I think they have to find a way to get back to their identity, but they've got to be able to sustain blocks to do that. So a lot of pressure on Barry Lunny, the offensive coordinator, to manufacture some opportunities that act like a run game. Maybe it's the screens and the draws and the swing passes and things on the perimeter to get things going. I love the tempo and the hurry up thought. Get yourself out of the box, but you have to play loose. They can't come in there and play scared, and if they do that, they've got a shot. But I think just USC's this year's version is too good.
Yeah, if this was maybe SC from the last couple of years, where at times you'd look at them and go, man, how good are these guys really? These guys aren't bad, and that's the bad news for Illinois. I like the Trojans in this game because I just can't trust, after what I saw last week at Illinois against Indiana, that they can bounce back in 1 week and beat a team that's got a legitimate offense and that's got a legitimate star quarterback. I just think Illinois is in just a little bit too deep against the Trojans.
There was a lot of uncertainty about this Trojan program coming into the year. Yep. There was a lot of questions whether Lincoln Riley was a great head coach or just a good play caller, whether they were physical enough. They're 4-0 to start the season. They won on the road. They went to Purdue and handled all kinds of adversity with that lightning delay and all that kind of stuff. I think Lincoln Riley keeps playing that. I don't care that it's 9 o'clock in the morning. We'll play them at 6 o'clock in the morning. Yep. We're a different team this year, and I think they come out of the box and attack, and I think they've got a wounded animal on the other side, and unless something really weird happens to begin, I think the avalanche continues because that confidence has been shaken in Champaign.
And let's say SC gets up on this Illini football team. Do they continue to mount a fight, or do they just, go into their shell and say, all right, here we go again?
Their coach has
got a heck of a job on his hands.
Their coach is the perfect guy to lead a physical mounting of a charge, but it's tall. It's a tall order.
They could lean into the fact that USC's trouble that you're pointing to was on the road in the Big Ten last year.
That's right.
They did not win a game, and they didn't win a single game outside West Coast time.
Yeah.
Pacific time. So we'll see. All right, we'll be here.
Same thing.